Hello and welcome back to our discussion on promoting interdisciplinary care at the intersection of faith and neuroscience. I'm Dr. Leonard Matheson. Today we're going to talk about brain restorative sleep. And we begin by asking the question, why should I learn brain restorative sleep? This is a question every client's going to ask, and counselors should ask it too. Well, there are two great reasons to learn brain restorative sleep. The first is to protect your brain, and the second is to improve your quality of life. Insomnia substantially increases your risk for heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and dementia. Now, those are all true, but people don't typically change long-established behaviors to deal with risks like this. And so I like to talk to people about how brain restorative sleep improves your quality of life by making you smarter, stronger, livelier, and lovelier. Brain restorative sleep will help you become smarter because it promotes neuroconsolidation of new information, which improves your creativity resources. Brain restorative sleep will help you become stronger because it optimizes neuromuscular repair. Master athletes have sleep as a keystone habit in their lives. Brain restorative sleep will help you become livelier because it increases your neurochemical energy resources. What's your perkiness index? Brain restorative sleep will help you become lovelier because it accelerates collagen repair. And a key part of brain restorative sleep, personal prayer relaxation and personal mantra relaxation, helps to decrease facial aging lines. So that's the why of learning brain restorative sleep. But how do I, as a counselor, provide brain restorative sleep? Well, there are four main steps: diagnostic assessment, clinical interview, using the BRS guidelines, and using the BRS Diary and log. Let me take you through each of these right now. We have three primary diagnostic tests. If you're using the Counseling Progress Assessment, you've already used the NIH Sleep Disturbance Questionnaire. But there's also the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index and the Insomnia Severity Index. Those are the three most often used diagnostic tests for insomnia. You can use one or all three. I always use the NIH Sleep Disturbance Questionnaire, and sometimes I'll back that up with the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index or the Insomnia Severity Index. And then I do a structured clinical interview, and this is really the core of my diagnostic workup. And by the way, you can find this in the BRS Practitioner's Handbook that we've got available. More about that later. There are 8 stages to the structured clinical interview. First, dealing with nighttime sleep, and then daytime functioning, and then bed behavior, and then sleep challenges, sleep aids, stimulants, sleep expectancy, and prior treatment. And the testing and structured clinical interview leads us to the proper diagnosis. Now, these are the most typical diagnoses. I've arranged them in the order that I use them in my practice, but there are many more. By far the most common is G47.00, insomnia not otherwise specified. Because I work with people with brain injuries and problem pain, I also use G4701, insomnia due to a medical condition. And over the last several years, obstructive sleep apnea, G47.33, has become much more predominant. The final frequently encountered diagnosis is circadian rhythm sleep disorders, not otherwise specified. I run into this with people who are traveling a lot, and they wind up with circadian rhythm sleep disorders. So what's our treatment plan? Well, the BRS treatment plan is really known as cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. That's how I bill it. And there are 3 different codes that I use. First, the diagnostic evaluation 90791, which is just 1 session, sometimes 2 sessions. And then treatment is either a 90834 45-minute session or a 90837 60-minute session. Typically, BRS is done 6 to 8 times, either on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. It doesn't usually last more than about 8 sessions. And the BRS treatment plan is structured with BRS guidelines. Now, I've got both Christian and non-Christian because of my practice, and I'm happy to make them available to you through the handbook that I mentioned earlier. I've got guidelines for adults, teens, adults with acquired brain injury like traumatic brain injury or stroke, and adults with chronic pain. Basically, it's a 2-page handout, about a 400-word introduction, followed by 3 major sections: daily preparation, bedtime preparation, and nighttime ritual. Now, within the bedtime preparation section, we use either personal prayer relaxation for Christian clients or personal mantra relaxation for non-Christian clients. Those are the main differences between the Christian and non-Christian guidelines. In addition to the guidelines, in every session we use the BRS Sleep Diary or log. It provides homework and structure for the client. It helps to focus the diagnosis. It helps us to not miss other issues, and it greatly increases the likelihood of success. And here's the sleep diary or log. Actually, we're happy to provide it to you as a free handout. Just get in touch with us at faithfulbrain.com and we'll send the PDF to you to use. It's also presented in the BRS Practitioner's Handbook. It lays out a full week of sleep-related behavior. I'm not going to take the time to go through it with you right now because it's got a lot of detail in it. We'll provide that in additional videos. And so we've got a lot of resources available to you if you want to provide brain restorative sleep services. First, we've got the free handouts that I mentioned, a BRS guide for Christian adults, and also the BRS sleep log or diary. We'll be glad to send those to you. Just contact us at faithfulbrain.com. But the best deal is really to purchase the BRS Practitioner's Handbook. I wrote it. It's based upon research that I've done as a member of the Sleep Research Society, and it's really an excellent handbook for practitioners. It's actually how I provide brain restorative sleep services in my practice. And then finally, subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep checking back at faithfulbrain.com for additional videos and training opportunities. We're really interested in helping counselors use brain restorative sleep services successfully. Thanks for your attention today. Take care.